Hello, I'm Dr. Nisha Sinha, Senior Consultant, Agarwal Sai Hospital, and I thought today I will tell some points about the pre-op assessment before we take the patient into the theatre for surgery, mainly cataract surgery. So it is very, very important. First thing and the foremost thing is the dilatation. If the patient is dilated well, that itself makes half the job done. So we need to spend good time on dilating the patient, which includes cycloplegics, mydriatics, and apart from that, FLIR, which is an NSAID and has the property of maintaining the intra-op mydriasis, plays a very, very important role. So I tell all my PGs at least 3 times we need to put FLIR into the eyes of the patients. Second would be a pre-op assessment and a slit lamp examination of the patient before we take into the operation theatre. Because sometimes you would have missed very significant findings like a pseudoexfoliation or a posterior polar cataract or a shallow anterior chamber. So these would help the surgeon be more prepared for that particular patient, for that particular eye. So a pre-op slit lamp examination would be very, very important. Other thing would be the intraocular pressure. Because we take it for granted that the patient is coming for a cataract surgery, the IOP would be normal. But if you have a doubt, please go ahead and check the intraocular pressure. And if it is high, it is very, very important to make sure you have a good IOP control before surgery. Give medication. If the patient is not diabetic, give glycerol. You can give Diamox. You can give pressure lowering eye drops. So IOP has to be maintained before you take the patient for surgery. Once the patient is inside for surgery, again as a surgeon, it is very, very important to check the medical parameters also. The sugar should be under control, pre-op, post-op also, and also the blood pressure during the surgery. So we always make it sure that you have a good BP control, you have the monitor on during the patient, because if the patient is going to have high blood pressure and you're going to do a surgery like a non-phaco surgery, SICS, ECC, or any surgery where you're going to deal with conjunctiva or the muscles, and bleeding is going to be definitely more. So you have to make sure the patient is having good blood pressure control. Now about blocking the patient. So if your block is good, half the job is done. If the block is good, your surgery will go smoothly. So for block, I tell all my postgraduates, 3 things are very important after the block. So it's not the eye movement which is important, because definitely we have surgeons who are very skilled surgeons. They will finish the surgery in 2 minutes, 5 minutes. So the movement is fine. We can still manage with the eye movement. What is more important is the pressure of the eye after the block, and second is pain. If the patient is having high pressure, eye pressure after the block, you've not put pinky ball enough or you've given too much. If the pressure is high, then definitely you're going to struggle during surgery. You will have high vitreous pressure coming from behind, you will have chances of iris coming out, iris prolapse, and you will have a difficult surgery. So before you take up the patient for surgery after block, make sure the eye pressure is soft. Some people recommend if you actually take the pressure before surgery on table, it should be as low as 4 millimeter of mercury. So eye should be soft. That would give you a comfort zone. Second thing, pain. If the patient is having a lot of pain, patient will not cooperate during surgery. He'll be moving his head, he'll be squeezing, and that will make your surgery difficult. So for me, these are the 3 criteria. First, that the eye has to be soft. Second, that there should be no pain. And the third and the least important is the movement, because that we can manage. So these 3 things would be important to check after you have blocked your patient and before you prepare. And again, you want to make sure there's no infection in the eye. Patient has been prepared everything and all, but you need to make sure there is no discharge or congestion. If you have little bit doubt, please go ahead and do a gram stain or check all the parameters before you take the patient for surgery, because if the patient is having any infection, we do not want to take the patient for surgery. It might lead to complications later. So all these parameters are really important before you go ahead with the surgery. Thank you.